Our lives are comprised of four elements: air, earth, water, fire. Today I'm going to talk about air in my life. Air represented by the air we breathe and by flying in the air. I fell in love with flying when I read the biography of Amelia Earhart. And these words, this quote of hers, guided me and inspired me. Courage is the price that life exacts for granting peace. The soul that knows it not knows no release from little things, knows not the livid loneliness of fear, nor mountain heights where bitter joy can hear the sound of wings. My first experience with flying was in Civil Air Patrol when we had classes about learning how to fly planes. And I really did want to learn how to fly a plane, but they made it so hard. They had these diagrams and these dials and these knobs and all these scientific principles. So I had to be happy with just parachute sliding when we went on a camp. My first flight was in ninth grade from Panama City, Florida to Chicago for school. Later, when I went to college, I got on a very small plane from Panama City to Columbia, Missouri. I loved flying in planes, looking down on the ground beneath, looking on mountain ranges, seeing how the patchwork of earth and brown and green, and how invisible humans were, and how small man's creations became. But then 2001 happened, and flying was no longer an adventure for me. It was a terrible, terrible chore and experience with suspicions and fear and long lines and inspections. But then I came to Florida and was able one day to sit in the cockpit with the pilot on one of the small planes going from Homer to Seldovia. And as I watched him steer the plane, move the controls, I knew I could have learned how to fly. And who knows, maybe someday I will. Come back later this week for another 3-minute story. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe below. You will feel joy and happiness in the world of story.